Right, guys, welcome back. Going to get into it quickly today. I've just finished work, so I thought I'd just quickly get on a lesson. What I've done what the label has asked for, but also we've ran into an issue where the kicks that I'm preparing just aren't doing it right. But I understand what the label is saying about this kick. Now, it's got this like nice pulling feeling that I like, so we're going to try and emulate that as best as possible by making our own using what I've got here already. It's a bit more difficult than I'd hope, really. It's not something I like making kicks. I can make good kicks. Making a super specific type of kick is totally different, So what we're going to be doing is trying to use a bit of sound design, I guess, but in the low end range. So what we'll do, we're just going to start with these kicks here. Just going to move the mic. I'm just going to duplicate it and we're going to freeze and flatten it just to work on an actual printed kick of this kick. Grab that. Z to zoom. Right, freeze and flatten. Right, so this kick has a sharp transient and then it goes into this like undertone bass. You get like a boom, 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 a boom, boom, boom type of pull into it. And that's what we're going to be aiming for. So, see, it's got a bit less now. I've compressed this kick, but you should be able to see that was kind of like where it was. You can see a bit more in these. And then there's that. So let's just do a bit of a weird thing now. We're going to use a wavetable. We're just going to put a sine wave as the note we want. Going to replace this with Vital so we can get a bit of, I'm just going to put some pitch on it so we can get like some pitch going down. If you didn't know, kicks a lot of the time are just pitched sine waves basically. So we can do this. Horrible. that little. There we go. You could even see it down on, well, up on the. See that little pitch glide you got on there? We're going to make it a little bit more, I think. Right, now we're going to new layer. Going to put a kick on top of that and basically sidechain that out of the way. Just going to duplicate it for now just to get it a copy of it, basically. Going to go into Pledgecraft. He's got a Cosmic Techno thing, so we're just going to take a kick from here. We'll go with the deep one. That kind of has that. Odd kick that is, bloody hell. That sounds really weird. Was it number 3? It's hard. This doesn't sound anything like the kick. just not getting on with that at all. Just gonna have to look through, I think, some kicks. I don't really make this type of kick. It's like a tubby, that like super crushed sound, but without it actually sounding that crushed. It's odd. This is the. So maybe what I'll do, create another kick channel, and we just use that little like hit at the start as the transient. Where is this new group? Horrible color. Doesn't matter. So now we're just going to use a different kick to get the low end. Going to go to this Frontier Audio, which got some really good kicks in there. But they're all high end. Like that one's not. That's cool. We'll just check that one out. And then we'll put a reverb on it as well, so we get that big sound that I like. And some distortions. Don't really like how the search function works at the moment. It's kind of a bit weird. So what one note are we picking here? So if you didn't know, you can do that. And that's D, where that one is. You know, and I don't know my keys that well. So what you can do, go into a MIDI clip, click your scale that you want, or you can go up here, just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that's going to be what you're kind of looking for. But that is showing a D, so it needs to go down one. Yeah. So we're gonna grab this. So that's currently at a D. If we can get it to C sharp, it may sound better. And now I think it's maybe an EQ deal. Horrible sounding kick at the moment. It's got a bit of a oompa loompa sound to it at the moment. But satin in there. There's just a So just going to mess around now with some of the tones. Right. This is why I like working with audio. It's kind of like you can get a bit more visual of what's going on. Not that that matters a lot of the time. It's obviously about what it sounds like. What I'm doing there, I'm just creating a resonance that kind of matches the sound of the tone of the kick to try and figure out what key it's in. Just gonna print this out as a kick now. What group is this? 50. It was odd. Doesn't matter. Right. Right. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, back to the drawing board again. So just making sure that goes to there. Not too much, because sometimes you get this weird, like, nothingness coming from it then, you know? Right, and then loop. Where is it? F12. Zoom out. Just going to loop the entire thing. I should really set it up to trigger on. If we just grab this, which one is it now? One of these will have a MIDI for the kick, and we can just grab this, copy. We're going to create a new thing, and we'll use this as a trigger for the kicks. Can't remember how to do it now, but yeah. So now whenever we need a kick, you just create a new thing, MIDI clip, right click, show in browser, grab that, put it into the MIDI, click in, and then select whatever that is, number 5. So we'll just use this as kick template. And now this will just trigger off the kick template. So obviously it's still very quiet, so let's just beef it up. Just gonna whack this on it. You know, I don't care if it's 100% at the moment. All I want for it is that it, you know, all I want. I'm just going to legato this as well so that we get the full length of the kicks. I just want to test if it sounds all right, you know? Versus this. So we'll go through them all. Right. So this is number 0. Fire. Right. Aggressive. Number 2. Fire. Number 3. There's none of them as good as the first kick. I know for me, the first kick is just like, it's got the punch, it cuts through the mix, it's got the low end going on it. It's like just a fat kick, and all the kicks that are created so far, they've not been made with this track in mind. So like, if I used those kicks originally, I would have made a different track, you know, because it's all about building blocks, you know. By changing the foundation of the foundation of the track is a lot harder than, you know. But it's got to be done, so where is that click coming from though? I can hear it on this. you can hear a click. Let's go back to our little drawing board area over here. Just going to check if any of these have a click on them. No, so it must be. Right. We're going to put on a compressor, trying to pull out some of this. Can't remember what it's called though. Pressworks. It's got a nice. It's even got a preset on there that's actually quite good for this. It's called Sub Bass Dominator Fatter. The problem is I'm gonna have to like to get it to the level of like how compressed and fat this sound is over here. If you go, I've literally got to cut like that much off, which is a lot. You know, it's gonna sound quite distorted if I do that. But sorry, you may not be hearing my voice then. Basically, I'm going to have to cut quite a lot of the dynamic range off this new kick just to get it to sound as loud as the old kick. Also, someone commented in the comments, I can't remember her name, sorry. Basically, turn oversampling off, really, if you're going to be doing clipping and stuff, because he said the aliasing, it doesn't really matter. Get into it. There's a video he recommended. I'll pull it up now, actually. Let's see. But basically, watch the video. Really, I watched it all in work. And recommend it. It's... I just can't find what video it's on, but it was basically on about having different... when you use a clipper, if you have aliasing, if you have oversampling enabled, it lets in these peaks. And they were saying if you don't have it on, you're going to have a cleaner, like you're going to be able to shave a little bit more off, and you're not really going to be able to hear the aliasing anyway. So it's worth it. I think it's on video number 8 in this series. So if the first of the first of the 2 mixdown videos from Duncan McLennan. If you Duncan McLennan, sorry for butchering your name. If you look at his comment underneath Tynade, which is being liked at the top, it'll be in there. Have a look at the video he suggested. Really good. Anyway, back to business. So what we're going to have to do is distort this in a way that we want to distort it. So we're going to get the captator in, and we're just going to we've got to do what we can. This just sounds horrible, mate. You can even look at the bottom. Look how messy all that is. I fucking hate doing this. Ugh. Try that. Sounds better, but it's just
our first true piece of technology. Fire. Our first true piece of technology.
Maybe if we remove the one of these out of it. But let's add actually the decapitator. Let's add all that in here so we can at least get this up to like a bit more of a fatter roll, so we can have just a bit more of a look at what's actually we're creating. So there's definitely a hollowness in that kick if I do it like that. But if I leave this, Maybe that'll work. Let's have a go. Show in browser. And then we duplicate this. But this time we can actually get rid of everything in here. I know I got rid of the press work, but whatever. What was that? We clicked the wrong thing. Grab this again, show in browser. There we go. Maybe that's something more aligned to what the label wants, maybe. There is a weird like double click I can hear, so I'm just going to get rid of that. And it will be between these two things. I can't get rid of it. It is this. It's actually to do with this, isn't it? Okay, well, fuck's sake. I still think the high end's too loud on this. It's just very like snappy, you know? So there's a little bug in Ableton sometimes with this VST. Does my nut in. There we go. No, still don't like this kick, but we're going to leave it there. Get rid of that. Is annoying, you know. But I think I'm just going to go back with them and say the kicks that you recommended just aren't working. Here's an alternative that I think sounds good. Take it from there, basically. But that kick, I like the kick in the song that it's from, but it's just not suited to this track, you know? the second one is closer. It's not me though, not me. See, I can hear that clipping on there, and I'm not liking that clipping. So I'm going to try and EQ a little bit out of it to try and maybe... Right, I'm going to leave it there. My ears are getting a bit tired of listening to kicks in these headphones. I'll give it a go on my speakers. But that's pretty much there. I think I'll finish doing videos on this track now because it's pretty much done. And I need to move on to something else now. So, and I don't want to just keep uploading me fiddling about with kicks and just doing tiny little things like that. There's just no real point in it. It's just a bit... samey. Look, I've just tried so many ideas over the last couple of days. I've deleted loads of them as well, but anyway, I'll keep you guys updated on whether it gets any feedback from the label. But until then, see you next time.